Hey guys, I know lately I've been posting videos about my garden mostly, but I also do videos about meal prep and recipes. So today I'm going to be doing a meal prep. I'm going to be prepping up some ground beef for burgers, and I'm just going to show you how I do that. So to my ground beef, I'm going to be adding some yellow mustard, some ketchup, some garlic powder, some Kinder's buttery steakhouse seasoning, and some Flavor Gods steak and chop seasoning. And I'm also going to add some Worcestershire sauce. So guys, this is just how I prep mine. You don't even have to add any seasonings for this idea of how I get these prep. You can just prep your burgers and freeze them. But I go ahead and season them and prep them that way. That way all I have to do is cook them when I'm ready to. So I'm not going to be using any actual measurements for this. I'm just going to kind of eyeball what I put in here. And like I said, this is just my way of doing it. You can do this any way you want to. No seasoning at all, or whatever seasoning of your choice. And I have about actually this is a little over 5 pounds of ground beef in this bowl. And I do this as well for like meatloaf and meatballs. I will prep them this way where I'll get everything mixed up, and then excuse me, I will freeze them so that whenever I want to have those items, I just have to pull it out and let it thaw a little bit and then cook it. And I will also buy ground beef in bulk like this and crumble it all up, cook it crumbled, excuse me, and freeze it that way. And that way I have it for any day that I might want to have tacos or spaghetti or sloppy joes or whatever. All right, guys, so I have everything in the bowl. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and mix everything together so that it's well incorporated into all the meat. And then I will show you what I do next. All right, guys, so we got that all mixed in. I probably should have used a larger bowl, but we made it work. So now all I'm going to do is take my ground beef and I'm going to roll them into balls and place it on a parchment paper on my cookie sheet. And usually I could get about 6 balls, which will then be my burgers. I try to make each one about a quarter pound, and I kind of eyeball it, so I'm not weighing them or anything. I guess you could do that too if you wanted to, but I'm just eyeballing it, so I'm going to do that. place them out on the cookie sheet, and then after I get all 6 of the balls made, I will make them into burgers. I will flatten it out into burgers. So let me get that going. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to pat out the balls into burgers, and I'm just going to show you how I do it. I'm going to spare you me patting every last one of these burgers out, but I just wanted to show you how I do it, and I just kind of space them out onto the cookie sheet. And once I get these 6 all patted out, I will put another layer of parchment paper and then put burgers on top of that, and then another layer until I have it all my burgers patted out and done. So there you go. That's all I'm going to do there. And then after that, I will come back and show you what it looks like with all of them done. Okay guys, so I got all my burgers patted out. I did 16 of them on this pan. So on the top I have 6, I have 4 in the middle, and then I have 6 on the bottom layer. I'm actually going to be cooking 4 of them today, so that's why they're not on the pan to be froze. But all I'm going to do is take this pan and stick it in my freezer, and then after, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours, they will be frozen enough for me to then put them into vacuum sealed bags and seal them up. So I will be back after I get those all frozen and let you know what's next. Alright guys, so now I have them all frozen, and I probably left them in there, I don't know, I didn't really time it, 4 or 5 hours, who knows, but they're completely frozen, and they peel right from the parchment paper, so you don't have to worry about them sticking. So I'm going to be using my vacuum sealer. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, you can just put these in Ziploc freezer bags. That would be just fine as well. But I'm going to go ahead and seal them up into vacuum seal bags. So I start by creating the seal at the bottom. I'm using the roll of bags, and then I just cut it and to the size that you want. You cut it to whatever size. So I'm going to add 4 burgers. I have a family of 3. My oldest is grown, so she does not live with me. So I have just my husband and my other daughter. And I usually make 2 just in case for my husband. So we usually only eat 1 apiece, and he may go back in later and have a second burger later on. So I always try to make 4. I'm not sure if this bag is going to be big enough, but we're going to try and see if we can seal it, because I usually leave a little bit more head space. So we're going to try it and see what happens. Yep, it doesn't seem like it is suctioning it completely. So we may have to use a different bag, and I may have to just trash this one, which sucks.
What are you doing?
But we're going to just see.
Close it.
It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get this one to seal, so I'm going to create another bag that's a little bigger. And then once that bag is sealed at the bottom, I'll just pull it out to how big I think I need it, and then I will put these burgers into that bag because I don't think I need that much more. I try not to leave too much headspace, but you want to leave enough headspace to be able to sell it. But I don't like to leave too much because you don't want to waste your bags. This stuff costs money, and you don't want to waste your money.
Stuff in the freezer.
So, yeah, this should be better. I should be able to get this one to seal.
Seal them up. Freeze them. No, it's not hot.
Yep, I'm sealing it up now. I'm just trying to place it to where it gives it a better seal around the burgers. I want it to get it nice and tight. Alright, that looks much better. So now I'm just going to seal the end of it.
Don't stop.
And you want it nice and tight so that there's no air pockets where frost can build up around your meat. And there we go.
Okay.
One pack sealed up. So I'm going to seal up the other ones that I have. I'll end up with 4 because I have 16 burgers. And then I will show you what they all look like. Alright guys, so I got them all sealed up. I have 4 packages with 4 burgers in each. So now all I'm going to do is use a marker to put the date on the packages so I know when I put them in the freezer. And I really don't need to do that because they're going to get eaten before there's a problem with them being in there too long. But I always do that anyway, just in case. You never know. And then I'll know, like if I make more, I'll make sure first in, first out, so things like that. So we're going to just date each of them. And guys, those are just going to go in my freezer for later meals. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you like this type of content. I will try to put out more because I have been doing a lot more prepping. So like I said, I hope you like it. I hope you share and like these videos. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.